Yo, what's good? I'm Somber Hills and I'm chatting with Milky. I feel like I have been just kind of a musical person since I came out. I was the kid that played drums on pillows and like wrote poems and stuff. And I got a guitar when I was 8. And then pretty much since then, it's been music. I played in bands when I was like 12 or 13. I used to do like Green Day covers in those bands. And we used to play at like little skate park shows. And intermediate is like a version of school in New Zealand. Long story short, I got FL Studio on my computer, started making beats. Yeah, I just became obsessed with it. And I've just been, literally doing it all my life. The concept for the EP actually came about after the songs were made. So I wasn't making the songs thinking about this is Pain Station. It's just these songs kind of created Pain Station. I was working with one producer mostly through the whole record. His name's Nat, he's from the band Besties. Yeah, we were both kind of going through like a lot of stuff, you know how it is. And after we kind of produced out, we actually made like a whole album worth of songs, but we were sitting there like, how are we going to package this? How are we going to make this work? And then we were listening to the music, and the music was just like subconsciously telling the story of like a lot of the things we were going through or working through. And we kind of realized like overlaying message in like a lot of the music is that like pain equals growth. And there's a lot of songs that haven't come out that still kind of have that underlying tone. But yeah, so Pain Station came about just like on accident, really. Every time I write a song, I'm not really thinking about what I want it to be about or what I want it to mean. And then I listen to the song afterwards and it makes sense to me. Or I listen to the song four months later and it's like something's happened and I'm like, this song was about this future situation, if that makes sense. I don't know how it works because I don't really write anything. It's like I just freestyle everything. Pain Station is just like, it's like a big metaphor for life, and it's like a gas station. So it's like if you want to go somewhere, you need to fuel up to get there. And like to get anywhere in life, you kind of need to embrace the pain. So it's like, welcome to Pain Station. You're always going to be in pain. Shit is always going to suck. But like when you actually face it, you grow so much from it. And yeah, you kind of just have to embrace it. I feel like I just want to make cool shit. I just want to make cool music. I never go like, I want to make a rap song or a rock song or whatever. I don't really write to songs or instrumentals that have already been made. It's like everything is made in the studio and in-house with either Nat or one of my other boys like Sadie. So genre-wise, it's kind of just like, it's more just based on how I feel on the day. Obviously, I drew a lot of inspiration from like the bands that I love, like Paramore, Linkin Park, Green Day, The Story So Far, like a lot of the newer kind of hyperpop artists I've been listening to, or just like pop artists. I didn't want it to sound like any certain genre, but I also didn't want it to not sound like anything, if that makes sense. Like I didn't care. I just wanted to make cool music. So I don't know. I feel like I would like to sit here and say like I wanted to be a genre bending, I want it to be different, I want it to be this and that. But at the end of the day, what came out just kind of came out, if that makes sense. I think the way that I make music right now and the style of music I'm making is like, it's a bit of a blessing and a curse because it's hard to like pitch me and put me in a certain box. Like, oh, he makes rock, because then the next day or the next few weeks, you know, like a hyperpop song will come out. Or he's a hyperpop artist because then I'll have a song that is just so like emo rap or whatever. Yeah, it's a bit of a blessing and a curse because like right now, it's kind of hard to sell me to something, if that makes sense. But I feel like in the future, it's going to make so much more sense because like I will be able to sit in every category or play for and open with any artist or like do any show or something like that. So I'm just taking my time with it and just hoping that people receive it and understand kind of the energy behind it more so than like the genre that I'm trying to portray. I've got another project coming out this year And sonically it just changes so much. And even on this EP, you'll hear a couple records that are way more rap leaning, and then you'll hear records that are way more pop leaning or whatever. And the second project sonically, the first couple songs are just like pure pop punk, and then the next song is like will be just like 3 genres in one. So I never think about genre, I just think about making cool stuff. A lot of the songs on the project come from just drafts that I worked on the first or the second lockdown at a little studio space in Alexandria, where I was kind of trying to get better at producing, and I just switched from FL Studio to Ableton, so I was kind of just messing around and like making a demo and then leaving. So yeah, like Go To was just me on an acoustic guitar, and like at the start of the song you can hear like the sounds of the studio and stuff, and so we wanted to make it sound like kind of lo-fi at the start and then go into like some big production. So I actually sent that song over to Sadie, who's like hands down one of the best producers in Australia. Just super underrated. She's just so chill. Like, everyone go work with him. Other songs on this EP were just like made on the day at Nat Studio. But yeah, none of the songs took that long. It was all just like an idea happened, wrote the top line or freestyled out the top line and sent it off to Sadie, or I finished them at Nats. Like, there wasn't really any like drawn out process, or nothing was thought about too much, which I'm probably going to start doing more, you know, like thinking about song structure, and I want to start writing like bigger songs, and I don't know, just having more fun with it and taking more time with it, because like we've got all the time in the world. But yeah, pretty much all the songs on this EP pretty much made on the day, sent off, one of the boys finished them production wise, and then we just mixed them and that's it. I feel like the song that I like the most and that people would like the most kind of clash, and I don't know if that would work, because the songs I like always seem to be the ones that kind of like do the worst or just like don't translate the message as well. There's a song on the EP called Not Anymore, which was actually, the demo name was 3ME, so I just went to say the wrong thing. I think that song kind of shows a lot of the music that influenced me, if that, you know, like it blends everything that I like. It's got like the emo guitar stuff, it's got rap stuff, it's got like me doing dope flows and shit, it's got cool production. So I would say that song shows me as an artist best. I don't know, you never know what people like. I'm sorry, I actually can't answer that question. Like, it's too hard. Maybe Go To, because it's got a cool hook. I'm not super proud of this lyric, and I don't think it's like the coolest lyric, but I remember when I wrote it, I thought it was funny. And it goes, riding solo like I'm Jason Derulo, but I'm not dancing. And that's it. And I'm like, but I'm not dancing. And I don't know, I just think it's funky. I don't think anyone will even get it when they hear it, but I remember that song Riding Solo was like my jam when I was 14 or whatever, and I had it like on a freaking Nokia, and I'd like play it in my ear on the bus, and it was like, I'm riding solo. I don't know. Yeah, I'm riding solo like I'm Jason Derulo, but I'm not dancing, because he's like a dancing motherfucker. Pain Station. Welcome to Pain Station. This show is going to be the best show you'll ever go to in Sydney, hands down. So I've got Besties doing a DJ set, which will be cool because they're a band, but they're going to be doing like a DJ mix of like the kind of music that influenced the EP. Yeah, there's going to be DJs playing in between each artist. I just wanted to get artists that kind of embody the sound of the EP. So we've got like some rappers, and we got like some pop punk dudes and some hyper pop acts playing. I just want it to be like a big hangout where everyone can kind of connect and chill. So it's short sets and like nice little breaks in between, where people can hang out and connect. I'm gonna play everything from the EP and everything from like future projects and unreleased songs. Hopefully it just slaps. Like, it's just, my shows are just all about energy. Like, when I get on stage, I literally just like everything that I have been feeling about anything, like it comes out on stage. I almost feel like a different person, if that makes sense. I just get in the zone, and it's like the only time that I don't feel a little bit uncomfortable. Like, I feel like in life, I just feel a little bit uncomfortable. But when I'm on stage, it's like, I don't give a fuck about anything. And I feel like it's cool because I connect with people so much better. I could never walk into a room and just like command people like, hey bro, blah, 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 best friend, you're my best friend now, rah, rah. But I feel like when I'm on stage, it's like, I can connect with people and like they can see that, and then afterwards it's like I have the best conversations that I've ever had, and I make like some of the best friends. And so yeah, that's what my show's about. It's about hanging out, having fun, and fucking just like energy, 100% energy. Drake's producer. Drake, Travis Scott, early Travis Scott, not Travis Scott now, early Travis Scott, Paramore, Linkin Park. You know what? I want to work with Wonder Girl. I want to make an album with Wonder Girl. What You Don't See by The Story So Far. Kung Fu Panda. I don't think. Hannah Montana. Waiting by Green Day. It was actually Post Malone. Aries concert. I want Miley Cyrus to cover one of my songs. You know when, did Miley cover Kid Leroy's song? She covered it, or she did it with him. And then they did, and I feel like she's done remixes with like Ariana Grande as well. And then she's always in the room with them, just being like hella close with them. I'll be down for that. She's always just like nudging them to get like more into it. Drake, 100%. Be more optimistic. I still don't know.